Hello! So here is the late video for this week's update. Hi Mavis. I am sitting on my couch going to do this on my couch because it's comfortable and I've got some stuff in my desk chair right now. But yeah. So, I've been really enjoying experimenting with my look. I never realized how much was going to change. Like, I knew it was obviously going to be a big change for, with the weight loss and with this whole process. I knew it was going to be a change. I just never realized how much. I never realized that something, losing over 110 pounds was going to make my face so much smaller, to the point where I just went and got new glasses for when I'm not wearing my contacts, and I discovered that I enjoy the way round framed glasses look on me, and that's something I never would have done before because it just made my face look rounder. Things like enjoying the way my profile looks in a picture. I used to hate my profile. Somebody would be like, oh, you get a picture, and they'd get a picture of me from the side, and I'm like, please don't. And now I'm like, yes, look at this, do it. Just things like that, just enjoying having fun. So the same day I went to go pick up my glasses when they came in, I got my hair cut, and I wanted to see how bangs were going to look again, so I went ahead and got bangs. So I really am enjoying the look, enjoying having fun, playing around with everything, and just kind of seeing how different things look and how they make me feel. And, getting bangs, I adore them. I do. I really do, enjoy it so much. He added a little bit of layer to the back. It's just such a fun look, and honestly, it looks cute with my glasses. I don't have my contacts in, so I'm not going to put my glasses on, but let me show you this picture that I love. I really do enjoy the way my glasses look with my haircut, and the round frames, I truly do enjoy them so much. I'm going to see, I don't know if I have a picture on my phone because I just kind of upgraded, but let me see if I can find an old picture when I still had my glasses, my old glasses before I got contacts. Let me see here. If not, I probably can find one on Instagram or something, but let me see. I'm sorry, I should have had this ready. But let me see here. So many pictures. Okay, so apparently I don't have one on my phone, which is odd. So we're going to have to come over here to Facebook or Instagram. Let me see. Okay, so those are the old rectangular frames. Very different from the round frames, but I really do truly enjoy just the difference. And I've been more, I've always been kind of experimental with my hair color and different styles. It's always something I've enjoyed doing. I have decided that I really do enjoy having my natural blonde color. So I might lighten it up and make it a little bit lighter. Maybe add some peekaboos or something here and there, but primarily I'm just going to stick to being blonde because I really do enjoy it. But yeah, so I just, I want to talk to you guys, just experiment, have fun. When you do something, as drastic as losing, so much weight, or you do, just make changes and just have fun rediscovering yourself. One of the things I kind of told a friend of mine, a really close friend of mine who kind of was my rock, still is my rock when it comes to just talking about things, about, the surgery, my fears, my hopes. I was telling her one of my biggest fears was that I've spent the last so many years learning to love myself the way I was. Learning to realize that, you know what? I'm just a big person. That's just my lot in life. I'm going to accept it. I'm no longer going to let it bother me. I'm going to love myself. So I'd spent all that time, learning to love myself the way I was. And so one of my biggest fears was that one of the days I was going to wake up and I was going to look in the mirror and I wasn't going to recognize myself. I wasn't going to know who I was anymore. Because even though it's only the outside that's changing, I was so afraid that I wasn't going to know who I was not being a plus size, or an extremely I'm still plus size, but like not over 300 pounds, not being the fat friend. And I know some people are like, oh no, you're never, no, like I know I was a fat friend and that's okay. Like there's not an issue with that. That's just how it was. And I let my size and my weight kind of define who I was. And so I was so afraid that without that, I wasn't going to know who I was. Because I was always so, I displayed, this, I love myself. I'm not going to let my weight hold me back. I'm not going to let my size. And I did. I did a lot of stuff. Like I still went hiking. I still went swimming. I still went to the beach. Like I still had a good time. I danced. I, played tennis. I ran. Like I did all this stuff still. I still had a good time. I didn't let my weight define me. Or not define me, but I didn't let it hold me back. I did let it define me. I was and I hate admitting this, but it's something that I have recently realized is I was your typical bubbly big girl. It's just who I was. I was constantly just so happy and just so outgoing and I feel like that's especially like in movies or TV shows. Like I have Criminal Minds playing behind me. Take Criminal Minds. Garcia, her character, she's a plus size woman who is always seen as outgoing and bubbling and just kind of naive in some ways. And I felt like that's how I was. I'd even been told before that like I reminded people of Garcia, or Garcia reminded them of me. Which, I mean, it's not like they didn't mean it as an insult, and I took it as a compliment because I love her character. I was like, yeah, I totally love it. But I was realizing that I was being that typical. Plus, I was overcompensating and trying to, for how I felt, that I wasn't actually happy with myself, but I was going to make everybody believe I was. By overcompensating and being that over bubbly, over cheery, person who was just happy all the time, smile all the time. When in reality, that's not how I felt. And it's not how I feel now. But yeah, so I was just so afraid of waking up one day, just not recognizing and knowing who I was without the weight. And I'm so, so glad that is the complete opposite of what's happened. I look back at pictures and I was just like, oh, that's not me. That there's no way that's me. I feel more like myself now than I ever have. And like, I feel like I'm starting to be able to show people who I've always been and just haven't felt comfortable or confident enough to actually show. I have no idea why I'm getting emotional about this, but I am. It's just so great being able to truly feel comfortable and truly be able to look at myself and be like, yeah, this is who I am. This is who I've always felt like. And to be able to like have that show and realizing that I'm no longer defining myself by my size. But I'm truly defining myself by how I'm living, how I'm choosing to live my life. And I'm making these changes. Like, people, one of the first things people notice about me anymore, it's not my size, it's not my bubbliness. It's, here's somebody who puts her mind to something and she does it. Regardless of what size she is, she's going to go for it. She's going to put her mind for it. She's going to go for it. And that's not something that was really, happened before. And it wasn't something that happened often before all the weight loss. But it's subtle changes in the way people have spoken to me, worked with me, just talked to me, like very subtle differences in the way in the everyday people, even the people that you see every day. It's been crazy to pick up on those small changes. And, for all I know, it could be my perception of how I perceive people, which is quite possible, because I'm truly seeing myself as myself now. So my perception of how people see me is different as well, because I'm carrying myself more confidently. I will, I know that I'm truly happy with who I am and where I'm at right now, and that's a big thing. And even with all my changes, my haircut, my new glasses, smaller size clothes, like none of that in the end is truly what matters. It matters like how I feel about myself and how I choose to present myself to people. And as much as I'm having fun with experimenting with all these different looks, wow, this just got way, way off. But yeah, sorry, I just got way off track and completely just lost my train of thought. But yeah, so I'm having fun kind of not necessarily relearning who I am, but redefining who I am. Not only to myself, but to those around me. I want to be the person that people can come to and be like, hey, I'm kind of needing help. I'm in a place in my life that I'm not exactly, I don't know what to do. I don't know what I'm doing. Can you help? I want to be that person to the people around me. I want to be able to help people around me better their lives. And I'm not saying I have it all figured out, because I don't. There's still a lot of stuff I'm figuring out. There's still a lot of stuff I'm working on. I'll admit, I was not prepared. Like, I knew the moment they're like, oh yeah, you have to go talk to a psychiatrist before surgery to make sure that you're going to be psychologically cleared, for surgery, that you're not going to develop all these weird, all these crazy eating disorders and, things like this. And so, and I was clear, obviously I cleared, I passed, but I still wasn't prepared for how it was going to affect me mentally. The bad days are really bad days. I will admit, like, I made a post about it, like an actual written post, but somebody kind of wished I would have talked about it on camera, and I didn't want to, because it does make me emotional to actually talk about it and admit those things. But I've decided that since this video is veered off from the happy-go-lucky tone it started with, I'm just going to do it. Those bad days are really bad days. When you look at yourself and, you step on the scale and it doesn't go down. It doesn't go up, but it doesn't go down. And then you're stuck in that in between. Like right now, like the 16s, size 16 pants, they're not necessarily too big. They're loose, but I'm not at the point where I can go down a size. And that's frustrating. And then there's just times when I've actually looked at myself and I'm just like, oh man, like, I feel like I'm getting bigger. Like, I feel like I'm gaining it back. And I just kind of look at myself, you're failing yourself, you're failing the people around you. And I know it's not true, but like there's that voice that says that, and it's the hardest thing to quench down. And I feel like it's on those days that I go a little harder, you know, during my workouts, or I go for an extra walk in the evening. I drink a little extra water. You know, and eating is honestly, it's a struggle because there are times, you know, I've also mentioned before in the past how, you know, it's don't watch me eat. I put enough stress on myself about what I'm putting in my body. I don't need your stress too. You know, there's times when I'm like, you know, I still have to stop and remind myself, okay, am I eating because I'm bored or am I eating because I'm actually hungry? Am I eating because I'm stressed? Am I eating because I'm upset? Which are things that I still kind of struggle with. And that's okay because I can realize it and I can help it and I can control that. And it's not like not a crazy eating disorder or anything, but like it's something I can notice. I mean, like, okay, stop, think. Are you actually hungry? Or is it something up here? So noticing that, you know, it helps. But like, you know, there's still those days. And I've been in that funk. I've been in that funk for a while now. It's been really hard to get out of it this time around. Don't know why. It's been really hard to get out of that funk. It's not an all day, every day thing. It's definitely not all day, every day. But it's a lot. It's been a large percentage of the time the last few weeks of just having that feeling of, you know, having this fear that this past year has been a dream, and then I'm going to wake up and I'm going to be back over 300 pounds. And I don't want to go back to that because I don't want to see myself that way anymore because I wasn't happy. Sorry. But I can honestly say that even during this, you know, kind of rough patch and dealing with that and not realizing how hard it was going to hit me mentally, dealing with everything, I'm still happy with how I am. I'm still happy with how I look. I'm happy with my progress. I know I'm making changes. I know I'm building muscle. And I'm admitting that to myself and realizing, okay, you're okay. Like, you know, you're building muscle, you're losing inches, you may not be losing pounds because muscle is going to weigh more. So I realize that. And it's but trying to make myself understand that's a little hard. My bad, y'all. This is the honest truth right now. It's not all rainbows and butterflies, you know, it's a struggle. Anybody who ever says that this process, you know, of having weight loss surgery is the easy way out has never been through the process, has never witnessed anybody go through the process. And if anybody ever has the balls to say it to me, I will hit them because it's truly not. It is a struggle. It is a struggle to look at yourself and be like, oh my God, am I doing, you know, what vitamins am I getting from this? What nutrition am I getting for this? Am I eating because I'm bored? Am I eating because I'm upset? Or am I eating because I'm actually hungry? You know, I want to make sure that on my bad days when I'm pushing myself a little harder, that I'm not pushing myself to the point where I'm going to injure myself. You know, I do want to go a little harder. I want to add that 0.1 on speed. I want to add that incline. I want to go the extra distance on the rower. I want to pick up a heavier weight. But I try not to push myself on my bad days to the point where I'm going to injure myself. And that's hard to be able to be like, no, you still have your limits. You're not prepared for that part yet. Just do this. So it's hard kind of like, you know, still regulating yourself. And reminding yourself that, hey, don't punish yourself because you're not seeing the same rate of results. Don't punish yourself. You're still doing good. You're still doing great. You still lost over 110 pounds. You're still losing. It's been a big change for your body. You know, I have to give my body time to catch up and to heal and to, you know, get better and get stronger. And that's hard. That is so hard to, you know, when you're like, I just want to get in there. I just want to do it. I want to go 100. But it's fun. It's fun. The whole process, it truly is a journey. It's an adventure. Good days, bad days. You know, it really is a roller coaster of emotions and feelings, and it's just a roller coaster of everything. I started out this video being all happy-go-lucky and talking about, yeah, I'm experimenting with my looks. But what it really boils down to is I'm trying to redefine myself to myself. I'm trying to redefine who I am in the sense of truly showing not only myself, but those around me, hey, this is me. This is who I am. This is who I've always been. I just haven't had the ability or the confidence to show you. So that's what I'm doing. I'm redefining myself. And for each little change, it's just another little, okay, is this who I am? Like, is this how I show who I am? No? Okay, next thing. So bear with me while I continue to experiment. It's just me trying to figure out how to show myself and the rest of you amazing people who have been on this journey with me who I am. And to redefine who I am and to redefine how I present myself so I can show you guys and give you that honesty about who I am. And now that this has taken a down the rabbit hole, I'm going to cut it off there. I hope you enjoyed this update. I hope the next couple updates don't go down this emotional rabbit hole, but that's just the truth of what it is. This is an emotional process. But I hope you guys are having just a great week. I hope you're every day doing something good for your body and mind. Hope you're getting stretches in, working out, drinking your water. Especially this time of year, it's super important to get your hydration in. So make sure you do that. There's not a guest this week, obviously. But hopefully within the next coming weeks, I will have the next coach series video up with one of the coaches. I'm not going to tell you who's next, honestly, because I don't know yet. But hopefully we can get another one of those up within the next coming weeks. Hopefully I can also get a fellow runner and blogger up for a video too. So we'll see, fingers crossed, but I hope you guys are having a fantastic week, and I'll see you next week. Bye.